everybody, so I'm here today with some new releases I'm super excited about because I've picked up 5 shades of the new MAC Dazzle Lips. These have only recently launched in the UK. I've been watching these advertised in the US for so long, looking literally every day to see when can I get these Dazzle Lip Crayons. So I've got 5 shades. Can't wait to try them on. I really hope they're going to be as fabulous as I think they just might be. I've also picked up another shade in the Valentino Blush. This launched a while ago in the UK but sold out in a flash. So now we have all shades available here in the UK on Sephora UK. So I've picked up another shade. I've picked up, what's it called? 134R. I can't see a name at the moment, but anyway, this is the shade, which I thought was a really nice autumnal shade. So I've got no bronzer on today, and I'm thinking this could make a sort of bronzer type shade for me. So be really interested to see how that works. And also I've just picked up the brand new liner from Victoria Beckham. This is the Cocoa Pave. And if you saw the Cocoa collection that launched recently, which I did review, I just got the eyeshadow rather than the collection, but this came in the collection exclusively. I know a lot of people really wanted the liner, so now I've just got the liner, so I'm going to try that as well. So all new products, not exactly released yesterday, but very much new to me and very much new to the market in general, and products I'm really excited about because I'm a massive fan of Victoria Beckham liners, and I thought that this blush is one of the best blush formulas I've tried in a long time, so really excited to get into this. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Hannah, I'm 48, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who loves makeup and beauty. And here on my channel I show you the latest releases, my favourite looks, and give you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this content, I would be delighted if you did subscribe to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And my skin tone, I've got fair to light skin with predominantly cool undertones, but they do lean a little bit neutral. I've also got blue eyes. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's dive straight into this review. So I think what I'll do first is start with the lip because I would like them to stay on a little bit longer. I'm trying to think which is the shade I want to finish on. Do I want to finish on a pink? Or do I want to finish on a brownie shade? Because I'm going for the Cocoa Pave, I'm thinking probably one of these two would be a good way to finish. So maybe go for the one, maybe go for the darkest, because darkest is often the one that frightens me. So let's see what this one's called. Mauve Matter. I do love a mauve actually. It's a nice match with this sort of colour top, isn't it? Anyway. Let's just try it. This is described as a reddish mauve with a gold flip pearl. Now if you follow me, you'll know how crazy I am about Fenty Beauty and all things glittery, shimmery on the lips. So you'll know exactly why I had to try a few of these. So here it is, a chunky pencil, which from the looks of it, oh wait a minute, it twists up. Gosh, I was really expecting to say it needs sharpening, but they twist up, look. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you might want to sharpen it. It doesn't have a sharpener in the bottom or anything. No. Let's just try this. So I'm going to line and then fill. Well, the colour doesn't look too much. That'll make a nice liner shade on its own actually. Very, very creamy. Super easy to glide on. Let me just pop some on the back of my hand as well to show you what this looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. There. Can you see the dazzle? Really pretty, isn't it? And very wearable for me actually. So now let's fill the lips. I had superbly dry lips this morning and that is showing up like crazy because of the dazzle. Look at the gold sparkle. It is emphasising those dry lines in my lips. Now I did moisturise them, but they're still quite dry. So this is not super hydrating, but it's also not drying. I'd say it's somewhere in the middle. It's certainly not like a gloss, but it's like a very creamy lipstick. That's how I would describe it. And that's definitely got the dazzle, hasn't it? I love that. I love that shade. What a gorgeous colour for this time of year as well. I can see me reaching for that all the time. I think I'd feel happier if my lips didn't look quite so dry, but I do know they're particularly bad at the moment. But you know what? It wouldn't put me off wearing it still. Oh, I really like that. So let's leave this one on for a little bit and maybe go straight to the eyeliner before trying on the blush. I'm just wiping this off now off the back of my hand. It wiped off fairly easily. Maybe I'll leave the next one on actually. Actually no, let me put it back on my hand and not take it off. And let's leave it till the very end so we can see, I've already lost it, so we can see how long, if it has a bit of a dry down. So I've just put this sort of zigzag on the back of my hand and I will actually leave that one. Anyway, let's now go with the Victoria Beckham Cocoa Pave. So if you know Cocoa, I'll show you Cocoa. So this is Cocoa. Obviously that's when it's really built up and rich. And now the Pave is the dual formula, I think. So it's, yeah, it's a dual liner, which means it's got that bit of shimmer and it's lighter. Oh, it's really pretty. So there it is. That is beautiful. Really, really wearable, beautiful shade. Cocoa is super wearable, but it is quite rich and deep. I will quickly get those off the back of my hand because they will dry down and be stuck there all day. So I think I will get the new Shodo 06 from Refa and just put a rough line of this along the lash line. And I say rough because I want it to be quite a thick line. So I'm just going to apply it quite thickly here. Now I do believe they don't recommend you put these dual ones into the waterline. I won't put it in the waterline, but I will put it under. I'll do that after. But I just want to start like this with this sort of rough line and then use this brush to start sort of buffing it out. And this is if you're just going to use it as a liner. You could go in with your mattes maybe or a bronzer and then just have this deep line. Look how beautifully it blends, honestly. This formula is unbeatable. Look how easy that was. This brush is brilliant as well. Absolutely brilliant, I love it. Oh, I just love that already. I don't actually want to do anything else. I just want to add some powder and leave that. I love it. Just take a bit there. Now they do come with the brushes in the bottom, which are really good, but I'm just getting used to using this brush and loving it actually for this very purpose. So I do feel I can be more precise with it as well. So that's a locked in eye look in itself. Add a bit of bronzer. That is so pretty. So the sparkle is there. It's not massively obvious when you're using it as a liner. So now on this side, I think what I'll do is I'll just start taking a thicker line. So like this, I say line, basically put it everywhere. And now, because I've been enjoying the Shodo brushes so much, the Shodo 05, the new one for creams, I thought, why don't I try the Shodo eye brushes? So I've got the Shodo 01 here for creams on the eye, because the only brush I use for creams on the eye these days is the Merit number 2, I mean, which I love, but I just thought for maybe more of a precise job with creams and liquids, let's try the Shodo brushes. And it works perfectly. Oh, why didn't I know this? They've been sitting on my desk over a year, the Shodo brushes, and I love them, but why didn't I think of them for creams? Still got a little bit of dry skin peeling up here from my brow lamination disaster, so please ignore that. It's actually gone now from there, there and there. I've just got a little bit left over and I really don't want to pull at it. It's not ready to come off, so please do ignore that. But that is a light dusting there of Cocoa Pave as a full shadow. Isn't that quite perfect actually? Really, really pretty. If I just take a little bit more here so I can just build up a bit more depth. There's no real precision involved here. It's more about just placing the colour where you want it and then working it in. So just a bit more outer V depth there. Oh, I love it. And then use it as a liner rather than just as I did on the other side really. So just taking it to the lash line now. I'm going in with the Shodo 06. I'm just taking it up for a little bit of a wing and now doing exactly the same as I did on the other side. So we've got a nice eyeshadow base with the liner. And if you haven't used them for this, you can do this with all of their pens because they work so well for this. So there we have the two different ways you can wear it. Eyeshadow and liner, or just as a single liner. I love it as a single liner though. Really good for both. You will whiz through it though if you use it as an eyeshadow, but they're pretty long. I mean, if you've got lots of these Victoria Beckham, I say you whiz through it. It really depends how often you use it, I suppose. Anyway, let me take off this lipstick, which still feels super comfortable. Let me take it off and try the next shade. Oh, it's not coming off that easily, look. Especially the gold sparkle, that really wanted to hang on, so that's quite good news. So I'm not going to wear this bright pink today, so let's try that one next. This one is the shade Spaced Out, so it's described as a soft, cool, light pink with a pearl. So we had the gold flip in this one, I've just taken off, Mauve Matter, and this one has a pearl. So let's see what that one looks like. Oh, so pretty. A lot lighter, very shifty there. So you can't see it straight away. So it's going to be quite light on me. Oh, look at this. So definitely not a liner shade. I think this is worth having a liner with it actually. But for today I'll just try it on across the whole of the lip. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. I'm just building it up a bit. Again, clinging on to those lines a little bit, but I do feel like the whole formula is starting to moisturise my lips a bit, which says it's a really good formula, so they're looking a bit less dry than they did with the gold. Oh, that is really pretty. So let's just leave that one on for now, and then we can look at this Valentino blush. So this is the new, what's the name of it? Colour Crush Eye to Cheek. So this can be worn on eyes and cheeks as the previous one could, but this one has more of a glow. So this shade, oh, stunning. Whoa, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh wow, look at that shade. That's got to be one of the best shades I've seen for autumn. It's so silky soft as well. It's like you touch it and it's like cream, but it sets down as a powder. It's a gorgeous formula. So I'm going to try a fluffy brush to start. I'm not sure if it's the right way to go, to be honest. So this is the new Yasigi one from Rafa. Let's just see. That's how much it's picked up, so it's quite a reasonable amount. And there is quite a bit of pigment with this for my skin tone, so it might just be right. Oh yeah, I think it is actually. I was thinking it wouldn't pick up enough because of the way it's so creamy. But for my skin tone, I don't need a lot of this. So this is almost like a sort of slightly terracotta. I love this colour for autumn. It doesn't go with my lips at all here, so ignore the lips. I will change them in a minute. Look at the glow it gives. It is so beautiful, this formula. Take a tiny bit more on the brush and I'm going to just sort of connect it there with the eye. Just slightly bring it up here. Now it's not a bronzer shade I particularly would wear, but just taking the sort of tail end of it up here, it will work as a sort of bronzer shade as long as I'm careful with the amount that goes up here. So I would definitely argue I don't need any sort of bronzer in this area at all. It pretty much does the job then up there as well. Really like this. Just think you need to be a bit careful how much you get on the brush if you've got fair skin, because I feel like I need to sort of work it out a little bit there. Do you know, this is where the Shodo 5 comes in for sort of feathering out. Now this is the one I've used for my creams. So there's still a bit of, see how it just does the trick straight away. Sorts those edges out. Such a good brush. Perfect. Love it. So let's try it on this side now. With a, oh, I was going to say with a bit less on the brush. Whew. That wasn't a bit less on the brush. Now I am going on top of powder, but because it's got that sort of cream finish, it sits down like a cream. And that's where the Shodo 5 brush comes in for me to help work it in. And my Shodo 5, as I said, does have a little bit left on it from my creams earlier. So I used it with my concealer and my contour. So there is a bit of contour on my face, which I always do at the beginning. So it's definitely quite helpful when it comes to something like this, which is so rich on my skin tone, to just really soften out these edges. Look how it does it instantly. This brush, honestly, it's just, every time I use it, it just blows my mind. Look. You could spend a very long time trying to do that. And then Shodo 5 comes along and just does it. Just like that. Love it. I'm going to go in with the Victoria Beckham 20 brush and try this now on the eye. So this eye has just got the Victoria Beckham as a liner. So let's put a bit of this into the crease. You don't need any highlighter either with these blushes because they give you a sufficient glow, a gorgeous glow. So this shade is quite good because it's covering bronzer, blush and highlight and eyeshadow. So it's really good actually. This works really nicely with the Cocoa Pave, doesn't it? I really like that. Talk about an easy autumn winter sort of vibe. Every day of the year vibe really, if I'm honest, but it's really particularly good for this time of year, this shade. This is exactly the shade of blush I look for this time of year, and to be honest I haven't found much at all. I love that, I absolutely love it. And if I was to take a little bit on my finger, I think I'd get a bit more as well. Yeah, look at that. Whew. Not a bit more, a lot more. Look at all that colour. That is so rich. Oh, I love this shade. I will calm it down a bit because that's quite a lot richer than I'm going for today, but it shows what you could get from this. Just take a little bit above the lid as well. With my 22 brush from Ref, I'm going to take the fluffy end to just run it underneath as well. Maybe back in with the Cocoa Pave where I might have just lost a little bit here. And the Shodo 06 from Refa. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'll go into my Patrick Tar and I'll just take the lighter shade from this here into the inner corners on both of the eyes, under the brow, and there we have the two different looks. So the Cocoa Pave all over the lid and used as a liner, and then Cocoa Pave to line, and then this gorgeous, gorgeous Valentino Blush. Let's see if I can get the actual name. I've just got the number at the moment, so I've written it down. Couture on the Streets is this one. And that is absolutely sensational. Possibly the best blush I've tried in the autumn winter period, honestly. That's how much I love it. I love the whole cohesive look. Let's get this lip off before I do any mascara because this lip colour is really not working right now. So I will go with the next one, Lunar Violet. This isn't going to go with this look either, but it's not going to be the final look. So Lunar Violet, obviously the word violet I'm in always. So this is a Midtone Lavender Pearl. Lavender, isn't that just the best shade ever? Midtone though does suggest it's going to be quite a deep and rich shade of lavender. So let's have a look. Well, it's not too rich. It's pretty though. So there it is. That's just a line of it. So let's see how it looks when I really build it up on the lips. This is gorgeous. They also have a bit of a sweet smell, slightly vanilla-y. Oh, wow. Oh, this is my favourite so far. Of course it is. It's a lavender. Oh, I love it. Do you know these are different as well, because I buy all the lilacs, lavenders in the shimmers. I know for a fact I've not seen this shade with this shimmer in my collection. But as the name would suggest, these really do dazzle. These are very much party vibes, unless you're someone like me who likes to be overly sparkly all the time, which I am, but a lot of you would probably think this isn't sort of work appropriate, maybe party appropriate. But, and again, this doesn't go with my, well, it goes with that side, I think. More of a cool tone side, but I've brought in more warmth on this eye, so it doesn't go so well there. But anyway, oh, I love that. So that was, what did I say it was called? Lunar Violet. Now the next one I've got is called Cosmic Plum. So Cosmic Plum is a warm toned dark with pearl. It just says warm toned dark plum, I think it must mean. So let's have a look. Oh, this is lovely. Doesn't look that warm tone to me. Let's see. This goes really well with my top. I don't feel like this is warm toned. Oh wow. And look how my lips are happy. My dry lips are coping with me taking things off and putting it back on again, because the formula is very sort of nourishing. It's really pretty. I love it with my top, and I love it with this eye look. Again, it's not so good with this one, so I don't think it's warm. It's described as warm, and I don't know if I've written that down wrong, but that is not warm, is it? It is gorgeous. Really good for this time of year as well. Really, really good. So this one and Mauve Matter, those two are definitely the top picks right now for this time of year out of the ones I've tried. But I'm going to finish with Lightning Bug. So this is quite a light one. This is described as a cool tone mauve with pearl. So I'll take this off, I'll put my mascara on, and then we'll try it on to complete the look for today. So I've gone in with mascara. I also added a little bit of the liner to tight line underneath as well, so it's got a little bit more depth. And it really is gorgeous. So if you like Cocoa, this is just the lighter, slightly more shimmery version of Cocoa, which for me is actually a bit more wearable than Cocoa, because you can build it up a bit more, whereas with Cocoa, once it's on, you've got enough and you don't need more because it's so strong. But yeah, I love it actually. I really do love it, and I love the way it looks like I'm wearing two different things on my eyes right now, but I'm not. I'm just wearing the Cocoa Pave, and you can see the two ways it can be used there, which makes it such a cool liner. They really are very good for doing exactly that. So let's finish now with this last shade I've got here. So this one, as I said, is called the Lightning Bug. So this is probably one of the lightest out of all of the ones I've shown you. And this is cool tone mauve with pearl. So let's see. Oh, this is another beauty, you know. Oh, look at it, it's so good. I love these, I really love them. The glitter, by the way, you don't feel it at any point. It's not rough in the slightest. You do see bits of glitter in the lip. You do not feel them. Super, super smooth. And because this is a light mauve, I'm wondering if I can use the other mauve as a sort of outer edge. So I'll go in with, I'm wondering whether to go with Mauve Matter or Cosmic Plum. I think I'll go with Cosmic Plum on the outer edge. So that's giving me a bit of depth on the outer edge. And then we've got the lightning bug here in the middle. So that's another fun thing to do. I love them, absolutely love them. Will they take over from my love of Fenty? Not a chance actually, but I love them. I do really enjoy a chunky lip crayon, I really do. I like the ones from McGRATH and I really like the ones from NARS. Those are the two I like the most. I think these might be my new favourites though, because they've got the Dazzle formula. It's so easy and creamy, such a good formula to apply. Anyway, I've left this on my hand as I said I would, so I'm going to see, well you can see with me, how easily it comes off if I do this. So it is coming off. I wouldn't say it's slipping off easily, but it is slipping off. Maybe it is coming off easily actually. So maybe when I was struggling to get it off using the wipe earlier, that was more to do with the glitter. Yeah, they've disappeared. But I do have a lot of glitter. I don't know if you can pick up on that underneath these lights. I have a lot of glitter left on my hand. That's what hangs around, the glitter, not the colour. So I don't think these are going to have a lot of longevity because they've been sat on my hand all that time and I just rubbed it and it came straight off. So they're not going to have massive longevity, which you do get with the NARS and you do get with the McGRATH. These are more hydrating than either of those two. So maybe it's worth putting more of a reliable liner on first and then going in with this. Or something I've been really enjoying lately is using things like the tints. I've been trying out these ones from e.l.f. and obviously I've got the Victoria Beckham ones which I love. So you could put something like this as your base, so you've got that colour locked in for absolute hours with something like this. Then go in with the liner that's got longevity. So in my case, the ones I reach for all the time would be Lisa Eldridge, Charlotte Tilbury, Fenty, which Westman Atelier. There's a few options there that I'm really enjoying. And then go in with the Dazzle Lip as your sort of, almost like the way you use a gloss topper. That's how I would probably think of these. And they're very, very easy to apply. So if you did that with your liner and your stain, you've got a lip colour locked in for hours and you can put that on, and then the only thing you need to take out with you for top-ups or have with you for top-ups would be this, and because everything else would hang around. So that would be my favoured way of doing it. So if you like, I'll take it off before I go and show you what I mean. So as soon as I was going for plummy colours, I will go with the plummy shade from Victoria Beckham. So that one is Vintage Rose. I'll just take a little bit of this. So that's given me a nice sort of wash of plum that will be there quite literally for hours now. And now if I go in with a liner, I'm trying to think of the right shade. I've got Westman Atelier Je Rêve. I think that would be a good option. I'll show you what that one looks like. This liner, very easy and creamy to apply but lasts. So this lip now is pretty much there for hours and hours past all of my meals, and I can just go in with any gloss I like throughout the day. So it could be my Fenty, it could be just a normal lip gloss, anything you like, but obviously in this case I'm going to use the I'll use the one I've just applied. We'll stick with the lightest one. So we'll go back in with Lightning Bug, I think. So this one is described as a cool mauve, isn't it? From what I remember. My memory's fabulous, isn't it? Cool tone mauve with pearl. So this is going now in the middle here. So when this wears off, you'll probably still have the sparkle from it, and then your colour from underneath from the tint will be there. But if you wanted to literally, I mean, I'm looking at you now. You're looking in the mirror. And it's just gone on easily. So it just proves my point really. It's so easy. Just pop it here in the middle. Rub your lips together and you're done. As easy as that, and it works perfectly. So that's the way I would wear them. So it is very much a topper, but this is a really good way of getting longevity from other products and then just having that as your top up. So anyway, that's how I would choose to wear it, and I really like it like that. So there we go. That is the end of my review. Very successful. Probably the thing that stood out for me the most though was the Valentino Blush, because that was just, I love this formula. It really is one of the best blush formulas we've had all year, quite easily actually. It's gorgeous formula, gorgeous packaging, but this shade, this is the best shade I've seen on me for sort of autumn winter period. I love it on the eye as well. Love it, gorgeous. The Cocoa Pave, well, Victoria Beckham liners, they're my favourite liners on the entire planet, so, and Cocoa's my most used, so of course I was going to love it. And it involves a sparkle, so of course I was going to love that too. So massive hit, gorgeous. I really love the sort of cool tone effect I've got here. So you can see the multiple purposes with these liners, and this will be there all day. It will not budge, it won't move, it will look exactly like this by midnight tonight, guaranteed. That's something I love about them. And then the lips, great fun, really, really, really great fun. So if there's a few shades you fancy, absolutely recommend trying them. I love them. But just keep in mind how they work and how they won't really last, and you will need to go for top-ups, and you do need to enjoy that real shimmer finish, that glittery shimmer finish. But I love that. So I would imagine if you're here looking at the Dazzle Lip Crayon review, you very much do too, or you're just curious. Whichever. Whatever your thoughts are about everything I've tried today, I would absolutely love to hear them down in the comment section below. And if you've enjoyed this video, I would be super delighted if you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But if you already are, thank you so much for being here at the end of another review. I really appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Every message, every comment, every like, every view, honestly, you mean the world to me. And I really hope to see all of you again for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.